We all see these posts on social media challenging us to solve the picture problem to find the correct answer, and it usually tells us what the solution isn't. Well, let's take this one with all the different cats and see if we can find out what the solution will be. Well, let's start up here in this first part. I have 3 cats. Well, I'm going to use C to stand for cat, and I'm going to change my equation since I'm adding the same thing 3 times to multiplication. So 3 times the cat is 30. Now, solve my equation. I'm going to divide each side by 3, so that means each cat is worth 10. So I can go through my different equations now and substitute 10 in where I see a cat. So 10 here. There's no full cat in this equation, but there's going to be a full cat in this equation. So, looking at our second equation, we know that cat's worth 10, and then we have 2 cat faces. Well, I'm going to use F to stand for the cat faces. So 10 plus 2F gives me 20. Well, I'll start by subtracting 10 from both sides. That means my 2 faces together are worth 10. To solve that, I can divide both sides by 2, so that means each face is worth 5. So now every place I see a face, I can substitute in a 5. So here, that cat face is worth 5, and here, this cat face is worth 5. So now we can solve this equation. I have 5 plus 2 sets of paws, and I'll use P to stand for the paws, gives us 9. So 5 plus 2P gives us 9. Subtract 5 from both sides. That means my 2 sets of paws are worth 4. Divide by 2, and that means each set of paws is worth 2. Now when we look at our last equation, here's where we have to pay attention. Over here, each paw had 2 paws in it. This paw only has 1. So I'm going to use 1/2 P in this equation. So I need half of 2. Now, this is also where order of operations come through. Multiplication and division come before addition and subtraction. So my 5 plus for right now stays the same. 1/2 times 2 simply gives me 1, and then I need to multiply that by 10. Again, multiplication comes before addition, so 1 times 10 is 10. I can then add my 5 plus 10, and I get my final solution of 15. So it comes down, we have to pay attention to little details, like here we had 2 paws, and over here we had 1, in order of operations, and that our multiplication has to be done before our addition to get to our solution.